Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm giving you guys a nice sultry kind of look. So let's just get right into it. I set my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and I did not set them with translucent powder. So for this video, I'm going to be using the Morphe 35O palette, and I'm going to be using these two colors right here as my transition shade. I started by patting it down first and then blending it out, but that skipped. Then I'm going to be using this. It's like a red eyeshadow, but it's also brown. I don't know how to explain it. And I'm using this, and I'm building this color up until I got the intensity of the color that I liked. Then I will be going into this redder brown color and doing the same exact thing, just building it up and also blending it out. And I used the MAC 217 brush for both of these colors, sorry. Then I'll be going into this chocolate brown color, and with the Morphe 514 brush, just putting this in my crease. I'm keeping it kind of low, but I will be blending it upwards with the, I want to say it's the MAC 217 brush, or it's the Morphe. Yeah, it's the MAC 217 brush. I blended it up a little bit, but I definitely, when applying it, kept it low. But not too low, you know, just dead in my crease, if that makes sense. Then I went in with this darker brown, and I did the same exact thing with the Morphe 514 brush, but again, blending that upwards. I'd rather keep it low and be able to blend it up than putting it too high and then it just mashes all the colors together. I want a gradient effect. But then I'm blending that out. Just make sure you blend your blend your eyeshadows once you set it down. That's the key, just blending after every step. Next, I'm going to be cutting my crease with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I don't set this color with any powder because once I blend out the edges, it's going to help make the color stand out more, and that's what I want. So a little tip, if you don't want to lose any pigmentation of the shadow, don't set your lids. So like I said, I'm going in with that dark reddish brown color and just blending the edges out, but I'm also bringing that into like the inner 1/3 of my eye, I want to say. I don't know fractions, but bringing it a little bit in further, and then I'm going to go in with that dark brown and then just blend out the edges and keep it on the outer V of my eye. And I just go back and forth with blending those colors, adding more color, then of course blending it out. You know the deal. Then I'm going to go in with this ivory white color and put that on the rest of my lid. And then, of course, you guessed it, blending those two colors together again. That's the key here, you guys. Just keep blending every time you do a step. Then I'm going in with the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner and just lining my eyelash line. And keeping that pretty, not too thick, but not too thin. Then I'm going in with that dark brown, and I felt like when we cut the crease, I lost that color a little bit, so I wanted to bring it back and darken that up. But I also went in again and, of course, blended it out. Then I'm curling my lashes and prepping them for falsies. Then using some mascara as well to help prep with the falsies. Then I'm using these kiss lashes that I used in the last video. If you guys want to know what they're called, I'll leave them down in the description bar below. Then I'm going to be doing my face, and I'm using the NYX Pore Filler primer, and then I'm going to be using another primer on the outer part of my face where I didn't put the NYX one, and it's the MAC Prep and Prime primer. Then I will be going in with the Nars Natural Radiant Foundation, and I know in the last tutorial I used the same foundation. I got two testers, and this color is way too orange for me, which is weird because it's a shade lighter than the color in the previous video. So I tried to help it by adding another foundation on top of it, but once I add the concealer, which I'll be doing next, you can barely tell that it's a little orange. It kind of blends it out and it helps, so don't judge me just yet. But I'm just highlighting the high points of my face as usual. You know the deal with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light to medium. Then I will be blending that out with my beauty sponge, and this is from Real Techniques. Little tip, if you guys want to help your concealer become a little bit more pigmented or full coverage, let it sit for about 30 to 40 seconds. And that will help with making it a little bit more full coverage. I learned that tip from Aaliyah's Face, so shout out her because it really does help a lot. Then I'll be setting everywhere I put the concealer with translucent powder. I don't typically set the rest of my face, just usually my cheekbones, because if I don't, my bronzer will come out patchy. Hi, words. So just usually where I did the concealer, and then a little bit of my cheekbones. And speaking of cheekbones, next I'm going to be bronzing up my face or contouring, whichever, I don't really care. And I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills light to medium palette. And it looks a little dark here, but I end up blending it out and it doesn't look too dark, I promise. I promise you guys. So I'm just bringing color back into my face. Then I'm cutting and cleaning up my cheek or my bronzer. And now I'm using the Loreal Gilded Honey highlighter, and this highlighter is so pretty. I'm just highlighting again the high points and my nose. Then with blush, again guys, I don't know where this is from. I know it's from Ulta, but I just don't know if they still have it. But just use any blush you guys have, whichever you prefer, it does not matter. Then I'm using a purple eyeliner, and I don't know where this is from. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, so just use any purple eyeliner you have. And then going in with that reddish brown, the last one we used, I'm just smoking out my under eye. And then lastly, I'm doing my lips, and I used the NYX Cherry Sky. I don't know if that's the right name, but I'll of course leave it down below, so check it out if you want to know. And then that will be the end of this look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like, comment, and of course subscribe, and turn on your bell post notifications to make sure you never skip a post. Love you guys. Bye.